Hey everyone, welcome back to Injection Insight with Aaron. I wanted to take a second to thank you for helping us become one of the fastest growing beauty and wellness podcasts out there. We thought now would be a perfect time to look back at some of our favorite moments so far. From expert advice to behind the scenes laughs, this episode is packed with highlights that remind us why we started this show in the first place. Whether you're a day one listener or just tuning in, sit back and enjoy this special episode. So my goals are to basically just keep growing. You know me, I'm always educating myself. I'm always in some sort of educational course, class, everything. Even if I know what it is, I'm always educating myself. So it would just be kind of just continuing my education, continuing to expand the business. So the goal would be to just really get our office just right where it needs to be, and then possibly opening up a second location, opening up a third location in different areas over, Los Angeles, and going from there. I just want to make sure that each location that gets opened or is opened has that same feel, that personal vibe, that one-on-one client interaction, boutique type. Yeah. So if it were to happen and that were to happen, that would be my expectation. And same thing with quality and product and all of that.
Yeah. And I would say too, just in something that's important, and when you're going somewhere and you're getting, a consultation, and somebody's saying, well, I think you need this many units, I think it's good to ask questions.
Why?
Like, why? What does this do for me? What will it? So, that way that person can really explain and you know what you're getting.
It goes with the topic of Botox or Xeomin, my neurotoxin. I mean, there's photos from when I was in my early 20s. My skin was insane. The lines, like the crease in between the brow, was insane.
I feel like I'm trying to make
the motion. It was really, really, really deep.
Yeah.
And that's something that I'd never want to happen again because I look angry. I look angry all the time, but it's not me. It's because my eyes are very light and I tend to squint, and then that causes. So I think that's my number one treatment would be the neurotoxin. Yeah. I find it made a very big difference in just my overall appearance and how I feel, because if I feel like people think I look mad, that's going to change my mood, right?
That's true, yeah.
So,
yeah, I think if you start younger too, it's helpful because you're preventing those wrinkles from really setting in. So you can kind of use a lower dose every time if you start younger. I talk about how you say when people come in and show a picture from 10 years ago and say, but I used to look like this. You don't look like that anymore. And I actually caught myself doing that. I wanted to come in and be like, well, this, and then I realized it was from like 11 years ago. And I'm like, okay, well.
The three best things about social media for Derma Beauty, I would say one would be client interaction. We get a lot of client interaction. We book a lot through there, and we get a lot of back and forth. Like I always respond to my clients or even people on social media whenever I can, like throughout the day, throughout the evening, probably more than I should. And people will like send me a reel or a text and like, hey, do you do this? Or hey, do you know anything about this? And I'll respond. So I think being able to connect with my clients and just discuss things right off the bat when they see something, that's one of the pluses to that. Also would be kind of, I guess, keeping up with trends. Like if I see something multiple times, I can either be like, oh, that's amazing, or in a sense debunking, like that's like the taping. Do you remember the tape?
Yes.
The tape where the tape on the lips didn't do anything, but it was great for clicks, right?
Yeah.
But then I could debunk it when people send me those things. And I always try to, if somebody comes in just for Botox, my thing is I'm never here to push, but I will ask you, hey, is there anything else that is concerning to you that you want to discuss with me? And I'm here. I'm all ears. I'm willing to do a consultation, because at the end of the day, I'm here to help the client feel better about themselves.
I was 36, and the first thing I did was lip filler because I had one line that I love to wear bright lipstick. It's a thing. And my lipstick would bleed into that line, and it drove me insane. So I had lip filler in my 30s when I was 36, and I loved it. Nobody could tell because I already had pretty full lips, so nobody could tell that I got it done. I didn't tell anybody I got it done. And then once I had it done, it's not something that I did all the time. Like I think the next time I did it was sometime in my 40s. Like it was just a moment of bother, and I felt like I needed to fix it.
And do you feel like when you did it last long?
It did.
Was it like it filled in that issue that you were focusing on, and then you kind of were able to let it go? Or?
No, I feel like it lasted a long time because of where it was, I think because it was the first time, like my body didn't absorb it, like, and I still get lip filler. Like, I'll be honest, that's the one thing that I do.
For the a good faith exam, the purpose of that is making sure that the client basically gets medical clearance and just basically clearing them for the procedure, making sure that they, if there's no medication that's going to interfere with the procedure today, if there's no treatments they had in the past that can interfere. So basically, medications they're taking, procedures they've done, any kind of infections that they may have, whatever it may be, this is their chance to disclose it and make sure that, they're good faith, meaning that what they're telling us, we're in good faith accepting what they're saying, that it is the truth. And that's their way of letting us know, and it's our way of acknowledging it and saying, like, listen, this is, it's not a procedure that you can do, or it is a procedure that you can do, whether it's safe, whether it's not safe. Safety is number one, right? I mean, yes, we all want to, look younger and feel more revitalized, but if it's not safe, it's not going to happen, at least not in my office.
Well, it's not worth
I
it.
truly have a passion for what I do, and I have the heart for what I do with every single person. I treat every client individually. I treat each one like they were my family member, because I would never want somebody walking out, just like I wouldn't want to do that to my family member, walking out looking off. So I live not too far, about 10-15 minutes away, and when I decided that I wanted to open up a med spa and everything, I went and I took my time. I searched different locations, and some that were like 40 minutes from my house, an hour from my house, 20 minutes from my house. And I really knew that I wanted somewhere that wasn't going to be too high traffic, like in the center of just chaos. I don't want chaos. I want an area that's going to be more quiet, calm, so I'm able to really interact with my clients and just have that one-on-one moment with them, instead of them feeling like it's a, just like a retracting door, just like in and out and in and out. There's no personalization. So when I found this location, I was like, this is perfect. I was like, it's perfect, because it's in the center, but it's right out. It's there, but it's not like, it's just right out there. So
It's a good community.
my first treatment was Botox, and I did it at 30. So I had a friend in the industry, and I was talked into do a lot. So I didn't go subtle. I went very hard, very fast. I went from no Botox to about 70 units, and I couldn't move my face, and I felt trapped. It was
Did you look surprised?
No, I didn't look. I just looked.
He had no.
Yeah, there was.
No expression.
Yeah, it was kind of like. So I mean, it was something that, obviously it was interesting, right? I learned to, like, okay, well, maybe next time I'll go a little subtler, But no, it was great. It's funny because I did super, a high amount, and then I realized it's way too much, and then after that I dropped it by like half, and then I slowly worked myself back up to it, and here I am. So a lot of times people tend to come in wanting a procedure, but they don't really, like you said, ask the appropriate questions. So during our consultation here at Dermal Beauty Med Spa in California, or Calabasas. During your consultation here at Derma Beauty in Calabasas, we're going to ask all the appropriate questions. We're going to ask what you want it treated, what your goals are. We're going to ask you all your medical questions, get you medically cleared with your good faith exam, and just basically getting the background in addition to what you want to treat, and then we come up with that plan for you.
And since you are the, I guess, thread guru, I would say, because you love doing it so much, you do have an ebook that you
Yes,
just
we do.
wrote.
Yeah, we have an ebook on our website, dermabeautymedspa.com. And if you're interested in reading it, getting some information about the threads, you can go online or give us a call, and we'll.
And this would be more for somebody in the field already that is wanting to do it, right?
This is like a client that wants to kind of know some general information about it, about different areas that could be treated, and how it can affect you.
Perfect.
So obviously we're a business, right? So we are here, but our first Our main goal here is to help you, help inform the patient, help, guide you into your beauty goals. So that is our ultimate goal, not, ultimately just like the business. So we're here for you.
You did PRP hair restoration for me, and I had tremendous like results with that. Like,
Yeah, I saw that as
hair
well.
regrowth,
Yeah.
like, and now like you'd never know. Like, if I could I could actually show pictures of what it was to what it is now. But I mean, again, it was diet, it was that, it was shampoos, it was like a combination. So there's not one answer to everything. Like, you could, like, we're talking about skin, like, yes, there's skincare and there's Botox and there's filler, but it's diet, it's everything. And I think like everyone's looking for a quick fix, and there is no quick fix. It's something that you have to do. So you start paying attention to it in your 30s, you really pay attention to it in your 40s, and then when you get into your 50s, I think you kind of have a little more confidence in yourself at this point, or you just don't really
You've earned it at that
give a
point.
crap about what
Yeah.
anybody thinks. And with that comes an ability to just like be who you are and like love yourself for who you are and stop competing with other people. And
So the thing about any kind of aesthetic procedure, whether it's cosmetic or surgical, there's so many different things, but just making sure that you're doing it for the right reason. And that's where obviously, I, as an injector, medical professional, will give you my professional opinion, and then just hopefully you make the emotional decision for it. For myself, I had a fellow injector inject Radiesse in my jawline, my cheek, and my chin. So for me, I did the calcium hydroxyl apatite, which is the Radiesse, because I wanted it to stimulate collagen. I wanted it to fill as well as give me like that sharp look. So that's what I decided to do, and then also give me a little bit more projection in my chin. Love it. I love the results, and with the Radiesse, it does last 12 to 18 months for the actual fill part of it, and then it stimulates collagen. It can stimulate collagen up to about 3 years. So yeah, and I want those benefits. I would do hyaluronic acid as well. But as of right now, I'm really loving the Radiesse for my cheeks and jawline. So, but the thing is, I respect everyone's decision. If you don't want to age gracefully, you want to age and you want to have a lot done, that's totally your decision. That's fine by me. That's what you want to do. But maybe not in this office if it's unreasonable or unethical or not safe.
It's because all the moms, they think they have to go into town, into Beverly Hills. It's like, why? So that you can drive for 3 hours and be sitting in a room with a bunch of people that are just, it's like a conveyor belt. No. So the personal touch, I've gone to places where I go in and I'm sitting in the waiting room with other people and I'm like, do they know me? Do I know them? Am I going to see them? Are they going to like blow it up? Yeah. And here it's like you have the whole place booked privately. You park steps from the door. It's so convenient, private, and it just feels like a family, like your besties. And you don't have to, I don't know, it's really important for people to know that you can have that right here in the convenience of I'm a minute away from my office, So that's really why I'm excited. So I will be hopefully blowing you guys up because I want all of my friends to have what you give me for everybody else.
Yeah. No, I mean, nobody wants to feel like they did a procedure and they don't. Yeah, or like nobody cares anymore because you've already done it. Like that, you want to have that connection, and that's why talking about building that rapport and really building that relationship. That's why we provide that cell phone number to you guys, so that way we can continue that. So, all right. Well, first of all, I want to thank you once again for being on the podcast discussing your procedures that we had done. Amazing patient, by the way. And yeah, I look forward to working with you more in the in the future. And yeah, so with that being said, I want to thank everybody for watching today's episode. Please make sure that you follow us on all platforms from YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Feel free to DM us, share our videos. And don't forget to follow MJ. Don't forget to use code MJ50, and that's going to give you a special $50 discount on any procedure, any treatment that you would like in our office.
And also, the other thing I have to say is that I do have a lot of very wealthy friends, but it doesn't mean that they want to feel like they're being taken advantage of, you know? So just getting in the door and having a person that you connect with. And I have to say another thing for Calabasas, the privacy. Yes. And just being able to come in, see you, have that continuity. You're going to have a relationship with you and everyone else here. Shout out Lisa. You guys are amazing.
Make me look filtered or make me look airbrushed or, you know, kind of terms like that. And it goes back to me, obviously, you know, I mean, I don't choose my words because everything I say is pretty natural, like in that sense. I say what I feel, but it's positive stuff. They, you know, people want to, you know, they need to know that it's okay, right, to have these feelings, but at the same time that they're gorgeous, because like they are. Everybody's gorgeous in their own way.
In their own way, for sure. Yeah.
And it was this whole neck area, and
Oh
literally
my gosh.
right afterwards, it was such a difference. So
It was, you know, I love what I do, and when I get the results that the client came in for, it's amazing. It's such a great feeling.
Yeah.
It almost, like, it looked, yesterday's treatment, like, you have to go and see this. It was like, even I was like, wow.
You're like, wow, I did that.
I was like, okay, that happened.
Yeah.
But like, it just, she had looser, saggier tissue from losing a rapid amount of weight in a short period of time. And we were able to really properly lift the tissue. People don't take it as serious as it is. It is a medical procedure. This is a full-on situation. You don't want to come in, you know, thinking it's like, you know, you're coming to get a facial, because you're not. There's things that you need to do, things that you need to avoid, and you will receive all of those aftercare instructions in detail. And we also are always there for our clients afterwards. We give our cell phone number to the office that we are with at all times, so we have your back. You have questions, you heard a click, you feel like there's something off, or you're not quite sure about something, I will give you that answer. I will let you know, like, hey, this is normal, this is not normal. Hey, you need to come into the office, or you're totally fine. We are here for you.
You can always reach out to us. Our Instagram is Derma Beauty Med Spa. We have a Facebook, the YouTube channel, and also this podcast. And feel free to DM us or message us with any questions that you may have so we can answer those for you. So thank you for listening again to our podcast, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.